Ah, Stade de Martyrs, vimo kitoko, bana mboka. Oza deuxième mi-temps. Tomeki vraiment ko tomeka ko laksa match. Ba abonné à Congo News 24, oza deuxième mi-temps. Stade pena donc kitoko.
Welcome back everyone to the Stade de Martyrs here in Kinshasa. During the break we were treated to some absolutely wonderful aerial views of the stadium and of the capital here. The beauty of the stadium mirrored by the beauty of the match that we've been watching. First 45 minutes that were excellent in quality and in entertainment as well. After 45 minutes, it is the host DR Congo who lead, thanks to Elia's early goal in the match. But having analysed what happened in the first half, you do wonder how Togo weren't able to at least score one goal in the opening half of this game. Dimitri Berthaud, the DR Congo goalkeeper, coming up with some truly fantastic saves. There was also a little bit of wastefulness and lack of cutting edge in the final third from Togo. The Sparrowhawks have got to try and find an incisive way of troubling this DR Congo team and try to get the ball to Ilas Bebu as often as possible, because you really feel that Bebu is in one of those days where he can make the difference. It'd have been interesting to be a fly on the wall in the Togo changing room when Paulo Duarte was making his halftime speech, because what can you really say to your players after such a positive and forward-thinking performance in the first half? More of the same was surely the message from the Portuguese head coach. Sébastien de Sabre, on the other hand, probably would have had a harsher approach to his players, considering how they played and how they performed in the first half. Yes, they lead, and there's the irony of it. There was a big penalty shout as well at the end of the first 45 minutes, and there is going to be a substitution for DR Congo with the introduction of Charles Piquel, the Cremonese man who plays in Serie B in Italy. We'll have confirmation as to whom he is replacing, because I can't really see from here who's made way. Might be a change of formation as well for DR Congo. We'll have to wait and see. More of a 4-2-3-1 in the first half. It looks like it's Gael Kakuta who's made way for DR Congo. It's number 14 which is being indicated. Charles Piquel coming on a little bit early, as did Kojo Fodolaba, who's making way as well, though. Togo's number 19 coming on. Again, we're not quite sure for whom he is coming on, but the second half gets underway here. DR Congo certainly need to get themselves a second goal to make sure of this result. Charles Piquel immediately involved as he collects the ball there. Togo will be looking to continue in the same vein, and surely at some point the Leopards' defence will be breached. It's not the case so far. In fact, it is DR Congo who are threatening first, descending, trying to roll his man. So what? If he had kept that shot down, Esende could have been dangerous. Loses his footing at the final moment, doesn't he? So Uhognani with the clearance. First header one. Shall say Bemba. So it's Kevin Donke who's made way for Togo. He is replaced subsequently by Laba. What have the Sparrowhawks got to offer in this second half? Berto to Nonga. Anticipation. Yeah. And again, the goal scorer for DR Congo trying to go alone. He's comfortably muscled off the ball. Piquel. Charles Piquel, who represented Switzerland at youth level. Moving to representing rather the country of his ancestors. Heartbreaking season, trying to secure an immediate return to Serie A after being relegated from the Italian top flight at the end of last campaign, only to be beaten this season in the playoffs by Venezia in the playoff final, particularly as Cremonese for large portions of the campaign had been in the automatic promotion places, just behind Parma, who had a wonderful season under Fabio Pecchia, generally speaking. Have to wait at least another year, Cremonese. Charles Piquel, however, is attracting the interest of some teams in the Italian top flight, a league where he has played in before. That man, one of Togo's best players in the first 45 minutes, run out. Pepu. Who tidies up. Pepu again. Showing that when he has the ball at his feet, he's so dangerous. So Togo starting to settle into the second half the same way they were in the first, which is in control of the ball for large portions of the first half. Slightly given away. forwards. Way forwards here at the DRC. Early cross toward Ascended. Well defended. Yeah, dropping a little bit deeper. With Kalulu there to help. Now the comes in. Kayembe. Really good play there by Kayembe. He's out-muscled though. It's a great battle in the midfield. Exactly what you want to see. Chake brought down. He's also been excellent, Chake. Duarte waving his players forwards. That's what they need to do, and it's what they've been doing in fairness to them. Nyare. Just more of the same, really. Romao. Assured presence at the back. Romao. Again, look at this, good football shown by Togo, being patient, not giving the ball away. Bebu's made the run. Managed to pick it up, Bebu, all the way to Aziangbe. He's not had much joy in getting past Kalulu so far. Easily dealt with that cross. Jinit, the captain. Another ball sent into the mixer as Yangbe collects. Better this from Togo. And it goes all the way back to Nyare. Really good defending. Congo needed to be in the right place at the right time. Laba couldn't quite take it into his stride. We have to come back to Jinit. His ball in. Head behind by Laba. Play again from Togo. Still unable, however, to have that lucky bounce of the ball, perhaps. Pijel. Offside flag has stayed down, and this might just come down to a foot race. Elia holds it, Wisa's all alone. Bende now. Shot blocked. And Chile away. Utusami. Wild attempt. Needed a better finish there from the DRC's number 8. Utusami. This is club football for Nantes in France. You can tell what it means to the captain there. Jinit missed the last game, but certainly not missed on, is he? Goes. Laba chases, Berthaud's come out for it. Again, Berthaud very assured under the high ball. Always favourite to get the ball, of course. Would be a bit foolish to say otherwise. Nonetheless, I've seen players make mistakes in the past. He certainly has been making no mistakes so far. That's good by Ascended. Togo trying to stay compact at the back. Kayembe. Joyce Kayembe. Inside he goes. Just rolls the ball behind Piquel. Now the counter-attack might be on. Bebu. He's got fresh legs. The substitute coming in there. authoritative header there by Ginny. Return ball's a good one. Ginny still chose the hardest option as he tried to pick out Laba Kayembe to his namesake, Joris Kayembe. Himself into trouble here on a joint press by Togo. Again, the Leopards are having a little bit more control of the ball in this second half. Clearly, Sébastien de Sab's instructions have been listened to by his players. Gaps starting to appear at the back. Togo sending! Could have been two. Rose well to meet it, sending. It's a perfect cross. He's stretching for it. I think if he can get himself the header there. Mikel. Good defending by Fofana. Bit too much on the ball there by Fofana. And Togo trying to extract themselves from this tricky situation. Yahé. Kayembe. But that's a good pass. Creates a little bit of motion here. Now the cross comes in and it's dropped by the keeper. Recovered well there, Urognani, with Wissa just waiting for the invitation. Laba. Laba trying to stay with him. Laba still gets the ball. And it is going to be a corner. James Daman's been incredibly impressive for Togo in that midfield. Here he is, the youngster. Togo on the second go at this corner, and that's probably a good thing considering how easily Berthaud had hold of that one. Again, Lulu was in the right place. Congo's turn to attack, and Ginny. Ball all the way back to the goalkeeper, whose footwork was tested. Now it's Bebu from one end to another. Bebu still. Karim Darman, Yahé. Togo find a little bit of width. Chake. Olu. Now Fofana. Bebu stayed wide. Bebu was ball in. To Sami. His pass intercepted. This might be dangerous now. Darman couldn't quite get enough on the pass. Sende, the ball had crossed the line. Going to be a double substitution here for the DRC. Sébastien de Sade feels like some of the players on the bench can make the difference. Now it's Janir and Aoulou who have the ball. Togo's Ligue 1 contingent trying to bring that element of stability and control. It's a teasing ball, it's a good ball. Ziangbe. Kalulu has had such a good game in that right back position, he really has. Suffering with cramp here, so Gonta. Ayeli about to come on. Sender's going to make way. Kanala Mayele is on in his place. Second change as Johan Wissa makes way. Raised by Bonta. Once again decisive with an assist. To the box. Referee allows play on. Up. Works his man. A free kick given against the Spartak Moscow player. Past the hour mark here at the Stade de Martyrs. Aoulou, Romao. Lava can chase this down, but Onga's there, as he has been throughout the game in Onga. As Yakbe in trouble, he does well. I feel like the Sanders players have been able to gain an element of control to the game that they didn't have in the first half. You can see the score there. Shakilia's goal in the 6th minute, the only difference between the two sides. That one's gone straight out of play. bit. Easy on the eye. Bongonda now. Bongonda still. Miss hit, and it goes all the way out into the far corner. If anything, it keeps Togo in the corner as we approach the halfway mark in the second half. Hold up play there by Mayele. Now the ball comes in. Was he tucked back? Mayele Elias there. Everyone inside the Stade de Martyrs appeals for the penalty. Another change here. Togo. Introduction of Yoanor. Away, Mikel. Through ball, looking for Labar. Foul given against the Togo striker. That takes it in his stride. He's won the free kick, which is going to be in a really threatening position now. Just drives through for Fana, sticks out a leg. It is a foul. They can have no complaints there, Togo. We've seen some good goals already in matchday 3 of the CAF qualifiers. Perhaps there can be one early in matchday 4. "20 minutes left at the Stade de Martyrs in Kinshasa. It is still DR Congo 1, Togo 0. find out who is going to take this free kick. Bongonda and Elia are the two interested parties. And there's Melki, the referee, positions himself. It's Bongonda, and it's a long way over the crossbar. More akin to a rugby conversion than a football free kick, that from Bongonda. He's the one who won the free kick, well entitled to take it, but it is a somewhat missed opportunity for DR Congo. Lulu. Kiel stopped. Mayele's brought an element of physicality. All of De Sabra's changes have made his team more solid. You look at it with Mayele, Piquel, Bongonda. They've come on for the speedsters in this DR Congo team and replaced it with a little bit of muscle and solidity, perhaps when it matters most, to see out the game and ensure the DR Congo take all 3 points. Jenny, Fana. It's going to be a long throw. Check. To find the accuracy with his hands. A bit of a misthrown throw in to semi-clears. Mayele. Janet. So assured in possession of the ball, Janet. This is a good pass. Anor. Looks a little tired. Mutusemi leaves it. But almost lost his footing. And now it's a foot race here with Elia. The offside flag goes up. He didn't look offside. I'm sure those are what the protests are from the DRC bench. Obviously this angle doesn't help us unless we see the players in the defensive lineup. And DRC's point of view, you have to say that they probably feel aggrieved by the fact they weren't awarded a penalty in added time of the first half, which could have made this game a little bit easier for the Leopards. They are still at risk of conceding an equaliser. Anything scrappy, any foul could be detrimental. As the DRC look to qualify for their first ever Football World Cup. Togo have had the pleasure of playing in a World Cup before. One of the few African nations to do so. If you analyse it even further, probably one of the few African nations who aren't considered the real giants on the continent. The North African powers, Nigeria, Tunisia, Morocco, Egypt, and then Nigeria, Senegal, Cameroon, Ivory Coast, South Africa as well. Togo, their resources, their size, a real achievement to qualify for the World Cup in 2006. Of course, we've spoken about that golden generation of players. Paulo Duarte, certainly has to emphasise that his team have put in a blinding performance tonight, and there is still a good 15 minutes left to play as we head into the final 15 now. It's free kick Togo, still DRC 1, Togo 0. Long way out. That goes in, that's one of the goals of the season. It's Roberto Carlos-esque, that effort. Have enough whip on it and bend. And check it. Power in those feet though, didn't he? There has been a tactical change as well for Duarte, with the team going to a back four instead of a back five, and Bebu now playing more on the right wing. This is a good ball. Anor, can he keep his head? Going past Mbemba. Solid defending from the Marseille man and from the DRC captain. Look at the way he's able to readjust here and powerfully gets his body in between player and ball. Semi tidies up again. It's Togo though. A little bit of a lunge and seen as a free kick. Stayed down. It's Karim Derman who might have the key to unlocking the game. Charles Piquel, who is a physical player, has got that element of unpredictability to his game. It's a rash challenge from Piquel. Togo, whose set-piece deliveries have been by and large very good in this game, will feel that this is a chance again to try and test Berthaud, who, unlike the first half, has had very little saves to make in this second period. Delivery comes in, and again you have to say it was a really good free kick, but it just happened to fall right in the gap where there were no Togo players. Another change for the home side. Elia, the goal scorer, makes way. Akoro Ababa is on. Jinit. Togo's tactics have certainly changed over the course of the match. Much keener to pass the ball, trying to find a way through on the ground in the first half. Progressively, it has become more and more direct. Cheke's throwing. Fafana. This is a good one from Mayele. That man nips ahead of Bonbonda. Nauru. More straightforward play, Berthaud almost locked by that one. Wasted pass by Bebu, but Inonga returns to favour with a loose clearance of his own. Interested to know, I'm sure, that Senegal are winning against Mauritania at the moment, which means that Senegal, as it stands, are top of Group B with 8 points. If the score were to remain the same, Senegal would be recording only their second win in 4 games. They still would be at the mercy of Sudan beating South Sudan later today. This is an opportunity for DR Congo to wrap it up, and it is excellent defending. It was a poor pass, and Daman here coming up with a bit of magic of his own, and it was just on the heels of his teammate. What a missed chance that was for Togo. Togo have certainly endeared themselves to the neutral the way they've played football. Still not over. Wow, Bebu more and more isolated in this match. It's a good slide tackle. Inonga away. Play once again from Inonga. Flaring down the sidelines. Not sure why. A bit of a melee. Sébastien de Sable just has a quick look over his shoulder and isn't interested. Neither is Paulo Duarte, to his credit. Bemba takes a touch, but the offside flag is up. The correct decision. No offside there. It's going to be another change made by Togo. Another roll of the dice. Thibaut Clichet about to be introduced. Move 4. It's going to make way. in the Swiss Super League. Legit is striker for Luzern, 4 goals this season, 3 assists. That's another good ball. And he's played in the right pass and offside again. Almost an immediate impact there from Legit. Again, it's offside. Togo, you have to say, haven't made things easy for themselves at times. Introduction of Laba, who's been, to his credit, very industrious. He's worked hard, but not really brought much of an attacking flair to the team. Legit heads on. Fana. Wow, first time, that's what he needs to do. It's into the path of Aolu. Back to the goalkeeper, puts his foot through it, and goes straight out of play. He has been happy to invite pressure every time he's had the ball at his feet. It's probably one ball where he had to do better. Joris Kayembe. Defends that one, goes to ground. Daman. Still got the energy to drive here, Daman, and to find the right ball. Clichy with an interesting touch. Bebu. Looking for Laba, it's gone all the way to the far post, and that's so confident and composed by Kalulu. Confidence you need in the 89th minute, in the 90th minute in fact, just a few metres out to just chest it back to your goalkeeper. Aolu. Togo running out. How much stoppage time is there going to be? Daman. Kid has been highly impressive, Daman. He's got to release it though now. Now does well. 4 more minutes for Togo to find the equalising goal, which they richly deserve, considering how well they've performed. It's a corner. DR Congo hanging on. They really are. Once again, it's not been sustained pressure on Berto's goal the same way it was in the first half, with the Montpellier goalkeeper having to make a string of good saves. But now, when you add tension into the match, these could be vital minutes. In comes the delivery. Nobody there, Kalulu away. Romao. Jinny, the captain, wins his duel with Kayembe. It's a brilliant cross. Laba should do better. He really should do better. Jinny turned himself into a prime winger there. The step to get away from Ido Kayembe in midfield, and then the accuracy of the cross. Sami, who's on the ground. Les soutiens léopards support the Leopards fan group. Loving life at the moment. The supporters, however, perhaps a little bit more quiet. The Togo contingent, who nonetheless will have to be immensely proud of what their team have produced. Change is being called for by the medical staff. You would think that when we restart play there'll be at least another or a further 2 minutes added on here. Berthaud with the clearance. Yeah, heads on. Jenny comes. So here is the change, the last change. Chibola Aaron is on. Saw limp off there, makes way. It's been a handful, Mayele, since coming on, he really has. And then striker, not easy to negotiate from a defensive point of view. Mr. Mayele is 29 years old now as well. It's a yellow card that's been shown. A good season in Egypt, the former Young Africans man. 8 goals, 3 assists. It's nothing compared to the 18 goals he scored for Young Africans last season. That man. It's another brilliant pass. Yonga. The referee says there will be no more action at the Stade Martyrs. DR Congo resist a Togo fight back, and an early goal from Meshak Elia is enough to separate both teams. The final score of the Stade Martyrs, DR Congo 1, Togo 0. DR Congo, who get their qualification campaign back on track with a hard-fought victory here on home soil. Dimitri Berthaud could very well be the hero of this game, the DR Congo goalkeeper, who made a series of very good saves in the first half.